Good morning, everybody. This is Rita with Restyled Renewed, and I am just putting on a transfer here on this dresser. So I am just marking it up. I've got the whole thing figured out now with the plan of how it's going to go on. You want to make sure that you plan it all out and measure and everything. So I've now done that, and I'm just going to mark the plastic here. I'm going to mark where it sits, so I know how to bring it back up again. I know where to place it. So I'm just going to put a little tiny mark there, and I'm going to do a little mark here, and then I'm going to do a little mark on this other side. So now when I take it off, I'll be able to put the plastic back up and know where it goes. So let me just put the camera back again. So I'm getting a late start this morning. I'm still drinking my coffee, eating my cookie. So I'm going to take this bottom one off because this is now my guide. This middle section here is going to be my starting piece. So this one needs to come off, and I'm going to line it up just with the top of this drawer and make it nice and easy. So this is the one, and then I'm going to just place this right here. And this is the one that is called Fresh Flowers, the farm truck. So, and it actually has, this is actually cut from it also, but this is what I've done. This is part of the transfer too. So I'm going to put this somewhere else. Maybe at the very top of the dresser, on the very top here. But I like this part of the wording, so I wanted to put this on the front here. Okay, so now I've got it marked. I'm just going to leave this here. I don't think this is going to be in the way. So I'm going to take it off now. And I'm going to take the tape off. And this was painted a few days ago. I think 2 days ago it got its last coat of paint. So you don't want to put these on fresh paint. Oh, Lori, yeah, this is the first time I'm using this transfer. I haven't used it before, so I'm really excited to be using it. I just got them in yesterday, some more of these. The others, everybody wanted them, so I was out. Okay, so I'm going to take the backing off now. Don't ever take your backing off until you are ready to do this. Lori, have you used this one? And you do not want this to fall on itself, because then there it goes. The transfer, whatever this falls on, the image falls on, it's going to stick to. So make sure that you don't let it fall or get on anything. And it's windy today, so that's not good. Ah! Oh, scary. Okay, let me try. I'm going to find my marks that I had done. So I'm going to find my little pencil marks. I'm going to line it up. Oh, you know what I did? I lined up the backing. So I am going to be off because the backing is a tiny bit bigger. I'm going to guess the backing is a tiny bit bigger than the top sheet. So there's that mark right there. It's just a smidgen tinier than the back sheet. About right there. Let me just see if I'm okay with the top. That's about straight. Sometimes you just do the best you can with making things straight. Not yet. Oh, that's a good idea. I probably could have gone a little bit. Let me see if I can lift it. Sometimes you have a second to lift these and sometimes you don't. Okay, I'm just going to go with that. And then what I have to do is I'm going to have to get my X-Acto knife, which I forgot inside. So there it is. And if you are thinking this might fall down, just go ahead and get some tape and tape it up, because you definitely don't want to lose your image once you get everything taped, everything measured and all that. So just go ahead and get your tape on. Let me just go grab my knife. Okay, so I got my X-Acto knife here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I like to do my cutting before I start doing everything. And I have my tape ready because I'm going to go ahead and tape it. So this frog tape is the best tape there is. I love this tape. But I've discovered you do actually have to keep it in the container it comes in. Okay, so I have this all lined up, and I'm going to start cutting. So what I'm doing is I'm laying my knife on the top of this middle section here, if you know what I mean. So this knife is nice and sharp, so it's cutting nice and smooth. You want to make sure you have you want your knife to be really sharp, whatever you're using. Oh no, I have to go right in the middle of that beautiful pink flower. There, that's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tape this little middle section, because this is now going to be a totally separate sheet, right? What's this? Oh, okay. So right here, now I'm going to have I'm going to have 3 sheets here. So I have to make sure everything is taped up. Oh, actually, I better start cutting that first. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. It's windy. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I messed up a tiny bit right here. See, I raised my knife a little bit, so no one's going to notice. I notice because I'm doing it. But when you cut, make sure you are keeping your knife in the same place so that you're not having jagged lines, right? Like I need to just keep my knife here on the top of this drawer now, and I'm just going to keep it there. I'm going to slide it along. And if I rest it on the top of the drawer, that's my guide, so that it's going to stay straight. I don't know why this one isn't going. Oh, the drawer must be tight. Oh, that's what it is. The drawer is now, so the drawer is getting tight because the drawer touches the top of the other piece. So I might have to bring my knife out. And if you have to, you know, if you scrape some paint off, you can just go touch up your paint job. All right, where's my stick? Oh, thank you. Thanks for joining, Debbie. Debbie is in Scotland. So you just want to make sure your paint sits for a couple days before you put your transfer on. At least 24 hours. And remember, they also don't like heat, so that's why I'm working this morning. I don't want to come out here when the sun is blazing and do this when the sun is blazing and hitting. We don't want heat on these transfers at all. Hello, thanks for joining. Love the truck. Yes, I know. Isn't it pretty? Okay, let's see if any of this is ready yet. So just make sure, you guys, if you're working outside, that you're not working in the sun. Because, oh, South Africa. Wow, people are from all over the place. Scotland, France, South Africa. That's why Facebook is amazing. So, at least 24 hours, and don't let them get hot. Don't let them sit on your front porch. If you guys order from me, I send you a tracking number. So you should watch your tracking number now that it's getting really hot. Here you want to make sure you don't leave your transfer sitting on the front porch, and you know, don't throw them in your car and travel around with the heat, because the heat can affect your transfers. We don't want to do anything that can, you know, in any way harm transfers. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? This one's coming off pretty good. I have been wanting to use this one, and I think this dresser is the right one for it. I just painted it in a really soft pink, so that's the color that's on here. Thank you. Yes, I hope it will be awesome. My first time using this transfer. And I think I'm going to surround it with flowers, just like Kristen did on the one she did. Kristen did this transfer on a dresser, and she surrounded it all. She added some of the rose transfers on here. So, no, which one was it? I don't remember. But she added flowers, you guys, and it was beautiful. So I think I'm going to do that. But look how easy this is coming off, you guys. Super easy. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes it's really fast. So just pull slowly because you want to catch it. If you see it sticking to this, you want to make sure you catch it. Hello, am I still there? You want to make sure you go back now and press over everything with your fingers, soft cloth, something, because you want to make sure this is totally on there. So I'm just going to go over everything now and press down everywhere. You don't want anything sticking up anywhere. So just go over it all. There's a bubble here somewhere. I can hear it. You guys hear that? You can hear there's a bubble somewhere. And then right here, I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to press down on the top here where that lip is. I'm going to press down all along with my knife. We need that to stick down to the bottom there. And right here, let me rub this middle section on here first. Yeah, they do. Prima has some really good transfers. It's nice because there's such a variety. Right? There's just so many you can choose from. I'm going to have to be very, very careful right here, because of the crazy tightness. It's giving me issues. Can you guys see the problems? Right here. So we're going to have to push that in. Uh-oh. Okay, when you see it pulling up like that, you need to make sure you go in and press right away. It pulled up a little bit, so you want to go in and you want to press right away. It's coming up a little bit. So I'm just trying to make sure it's going to stay down. Okay, look at right here, it's wrinkling. I think I better press some more here. Is there a question? So I'm going to get my knife and I'm going to try my best to push that under. See right here, this is always the problem between drawers, is you want to make sure you get that tucked in and on top, because we don't want that to be an issue when the drawers start going in and out. So I'm going to tuck all this in so I don't have any problems. Birds chirping. Can you guys hear the birds? That's funny. Yeah, there's a ton of birds around here. Uh-oh. You just have to have patience when you're working with these and trying to get it right. I just lost a tiny piece there. So I'm doing the same thing here. I'm going up from the top of this drawer and I'm pushing it underneath. Except right there it's tight. Sorry you guys, it's kind of boring just watching this. Oh, what was I saying about the heat? Oh yeah. So if you get your, when your package is coming, try not to leave it sitting on the front porch too long. And, don't let them sit in the hot car. And let's see, what else? Okay, this one's gonna give me problems. I'm gonna rub it a little bit more because it's kind of pulling up from the drawer. So if you see that, you want to come back and rub it some more. And there, it's on. Gotta go. Okay, yeah, you come back and watch. But always do replay, right? Okay, right here, I'm having some problems here, so I'm just gonna try and push it down really well. Isn't that pretty, you guys? This is such a pretty one. You just want to make sure that it's lying flat, because when you start pulling your drawers, you don't want any problems at all, right? So you just want to make sure everything is lying flat so that you don't tear it. And then the other pieces go on easily because you've got, you know, ones on here as your guide. So then you want to line it up. Just, I always go a smidgen over top the one that's already there. So a smidgen over top of it. Not right to the line, because then you're going to see a line. So you want to go a smidgen up above. And then I'm just going to tape it because I have more cutting I have to do. See you later. This drawer is sticking out a little bit. Not quite sure. Okay, let me just see here. Let me think through how I want to cut this. Because there's quite a gap here. So I think I want to cut it so that I have more on the bottom of this, if that makes sense. I mean, more on the top of this dresser, right? Because see, can you see there's a gap here? So there's quite a gap here in the drawer. So what I want to do is I want to cut my transfer so that the extra is going to be visible on the top of the drawer. I hope that makes sense. Well, actually, let me cut it here first because I have to. This is super, super tight. This is the bottom of the top of the dresser, and I can't get my knife in between there. I'm just hoping I'm cutting in the right place here. It's really frustrating when it's that tight. So you just have to do your best, and I can feel that that's a line there, but oh boy. You know what? I'm not sure that that is a line. Hang on a second. I think it's going higher. I think it's going higher than the... I'm going to cut here because I'm not sure about that. I have to check, I think. Something doesn't feel right. That's what makes it hard when it's so tight. Oh, it's so frustrating. And don't cut your finger off. So it automatically cut that, and I didn't want it to cut it there. I wanted it to overlap a little bit. See, this is not what I wanted. So that's good to watch videos. You learn from people making mistakes, having problems. So something is happening right here because it is super tight and it won't budge. I'm going to start because there's problems right here. There are definitely problems. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That just took a big clump out. This is sometimes what happens, right? When the drawers are so stinking tight. Okay, plan B. Is there a question? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, it's good to watch things like this because you guys get to learn about how to do these when there are problems. And obviously, I am having problems. So right here, there's a problem. Okay, so that is, okay, see, I couldn't tell where the end of the drawer was. And right there, okay, so the drawer ends right there. So right there, the drawer ends. So right, let me see, right there, the drawer ends. So it's going to be a little messy because I could not tell where the drawer was ending. It's just so tight here. So I can see I was off right there. See that? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. This is pulling right here. Can you guys see that? It's just pulled right there. So all this right here just pulled up because of the crazy tight drawers. Looks like a lot of it. I might be having some huge problems here. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's really pulling up. Not quite sure why that is. See, right here, it pulled up. Right there. Right there it's pulled, and right here it's pulling. Oh, the joys of working on tight drawers. Makes you feel sick when you have problems because, you know, you put so much work into your doing these transfers. So you guys can probably tell where there's issues. Right here, well, I haven't taken this bottom part off yet. So right here, it's peeled back a little bit. But what I'll end up doing is I'm going to add a flower right there. So you can touch up areas. You can just, because this is full of flowers, you can come in and add some flowers and cover up where it peeled back a little bit there, and right here too, because I was having so much trouble. The drawers are so tight, so I can just cover up those areas with the flowers. So I'm just pushing down the very top here. Nope, that one's not coming off. I gotta rub it some more. Nope. Sometimes this is what you have to do. You just have to rub over and over again. Okay, I think it's finally coming off. So this is what I wanted to do. See right here, there's such a gap there. Right here, there's a gap. So I wanted that to show like that. I wanted to sit on the top of the lip part of this dresser. And then it starts, obviously the drawers are not level. It starts getting tight. It's so weird. Oh my word. Okay, I don't know what's happened here. Oh wow, that's like, I've got to fix that. Okay, right there it's peeled too. Stressful sometimes doing this. So stressful. Is there a question? Oh, I'll be glad when this is done. Oh my word, that just about came off. Oh my word. Did you guys see that? Oh my word. Right here, it just about lifted the whole corner. Just about had a heart attack. So I'm going to have to come back and add some flowers right there. And right here I'll add a tiny flower. So it's not the end of the world. You can also go in and paint. If you know how to paint flowers, you can always do that too. You know, and touch up some areas. Like right here, I could, if I wanted to, I could come back with paint, like a light gray paint, and just put some light gray paint here to try to touch up this area. So you can match it, you know, and touch up if you wanted to. Oh my word, that was so stressful. Good night. Alright, so I need to go find some flowers that I can put there. I think I'm going to do this later. I'm going to do this part later, you guys. Oh my word, I need a break now. I need to drink my coffee and eat my cookie and take a break and come back and do this later. I actually have to go and, if you guys are following, you know I'm painting my booth. So I've got to go and do my booth painting. It's all black. It's looking good. So I have to go finish the floors. And I'll show you guys, once I get to a good point of showing, I will show you guys. So that's it, you guys. Thank you very much, Charlene, saying it's beautiful. It's not done, but hopefully it will be beautiful when I'm done. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of flowers here. Kristen's piece was my inspiration. So I'm going to come in and add flower right here. I'll show you what I'm going to do right there. So this is still part of the transfer. So I'm probably going to do maybe pick daily right here. I think I can maybe squeeze that in if I can. And then I'm going to add some flowers all around here too. So it will be pretty, hopefully, once I'm all done. I've got to do flowers on the top of the dresser still. So lots to do, but this was a good lesson for everybody on if you have issues with your transfers around tight drawers. I mean, this is so, look at this, is ridiculously tight. Anyways. So, but just come in and, you know, fix it. It's okay. Yes, it's okay. It's good to take breaks. All right, you guys, that is it for now. I'll scoot the camera back so you can kind of see it a bit better. So, part 1 is on. I'll come back and show you part 2. Maybe. All right, thanks, you guys. Fabulous. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Let me know how yours goes. Hopefully you don't have trouble with between the drawers here like I did. But this is just how it goes sometimes when you have super tight. It's just, we're not going to panic. Everything's okay. I'm going to come back. I'm going to fill it in with some flowers. It's going to be pretty because then that means I get to add even more flowers. And maybe do a little bit of touch-up painting. So it's okay. All right. Thanks, you guys. I got to have my coffee now.